This is the 2008 Cobalt 242 Bowrider. And let's go ahead and walk you up the side. And let's start here in the aft with this very large swim platform. You have a ladder right there to the side. And stepping back into the entryway, if I just go ahead and I flip this forward, you're gonna see it turns into a giant aft-facing lounge for two. And then if I flip it back, it goes back to the cockpit seating. Then if I come over here, you're gonna see over here, if I open up, you're gonna see great storage, but you're also gonna see your pole for towing, and that goes right there. And then if I go back to the entryway and show you this way, you've got a shower to shower off the beach, as well as a remote for the stereo. And that will bring us into our cockpit. And Cobalt never disappoints in their seating or their configurations. You'll see in these seats just very overstuffed seating, very comfortable. And looking around, you'll see everywhere within reach is a cup holder, everywhere in this boat, as well as speakers. And then if I just come over here and I lift up here and I flip up, it all pops up and still is attached, which I love. You're not wrestling with cushions. And here you'll see a cooler. And right now it's got paper towels stored in there, but you'll see just very clean. And then coming over to the port side, open up here, once again stays attached. You're not wrestling with cushions, and you'll see just very big storage down there. You've got life preservers, throwable fenders that the owner's storing in here, as well as you'll see he's got his fire extinguisher, but just great storage. And now if I come back here and I just lift up on this handle, up pops almost the whole aft, to give you tremendous access to this MerCruiser 6.2 MPI. It's all held up by gas-assisted hinge. Now this owner is pretty dialed in his service. He uses a very well-regarded certified MerCruiser provider. He has all his records, and I think it gives you an idea of what kind of owner this is. Just look around this engine room. I mean, I'm sure I've seen 2008 boats this clean. I just can't remember when. I mean, this is just immaculate. It is really, really well organized, very clean. I mean, I just really am very impressed. And then if I come down here, you're gonna see your hour meter. It reads 459 down there. You can see your batteries over there, your battery switch. But just really, this engine room presents as well on a 2008 boat than I can remember. And then down goes the hatch, and just very, very well done. And that'll bring us over to our first mate seating, and you'll see just comfortable first mate seating, just like the rest of the seating. Also has a bolster, and once again, drink holders and speakers. And then in front, open up here, you've got a glove with the stereo. And then in front of the first mate seat, if I just pull out here, and there you will see just a very large marine head for a 24 Bowrider. And you'll see also, it just is immaculate. It's very, very clean. Even the walls and the soft goods there and the materials, just very nice, cool textures, but just a very large, clean marine head for a 24 Bowrider. And open up in the center, and you'll see in here the owner's got stored a wakeboard, but just look at the size of this storage. Also kept up on a gas-assisted hinge. Just very clean, very neat, and very large. And that brings us to our helm seating, and you'll see just comfortable bolster, just like the first mate seating. And if I flip forward, that brings us to the helm. And this is a good time to talk about when we're looking at the helm. Just look at the materials they use in this helm. It's just absolutely beautiful. Just great textures to it, great condition, great care. And you'll see it's on the first mate side as well. Just very well done. I just love the way Cobalts present. But starting at the top, just take a look at these gauges. I mean, just absolutely beautiful presentation. Then down below that, the switches. Then you're going to see your remote for your stereo, the VHF, and a small Garmin unit, and your trim tabs right over there. And then if we come up to the bow, you'll see just a giant bow, comfortable seating for everybody. And let's go ahead and open up some of these compartments. And let's start here on the starboard side. If I go ahead and just pull this handle and open up, just look at the storage in there. Just tremendous storage. He's got a cover stored in there, and you'll see some life preservers, but just a great deal of carpeted, protected storage. And I just love, once again, the Cobalt thinking. Look at the way this opens. Very cool. I really like the whole design of this. And then if I shut that and I come back here, now these bench seats on the side, they pop out if you wanted to have more room in your bow, or you have them in place like he does, and it just provides even more seating. And if I come up here and I lift this out of the way, you'll see once again more protected, covered storage. And moving all the way forward, you've got your anchor system. And facing aft, that'll give you a good shot of this Bimini. And now's the time of the video where I give a condition report and name opportunities for the new owner to improve this boat. Let's start with, I really love the way Cobalt builds boats, and I love this 24. I mean, I love the materials they use, whether we're talking about the helm, even the walls of the marine head, looking around at the seating, just the materials used, the metals they use, it's just all so substantial. And it really shows. I mean, it really is tough to think that this is a 2008 boat, because if you look at the materials, they really hold up everywhere you look. So I love the way Cobalt does that. And then you add in that this longtime owner is a very particular owner. He keeps the boat covered and he keeps it in high and dry. He really, really takes good care of this boat. Aesthetically, it just looks beautiful. And at times you forget it is 14 years old. And looking around, it's not perfect, of course. It is a 2008, and anybody looking for a new Cobalt, this is not a new Cobalt. I mean, if I look at the vinyl, I can see once in a while just a little stain here and there, but there's no real wear or rips and tears. There's nothing that I would replace if I was buying this boat. The vinyl does show to be in good condition, but it's not perfect. It's not a new boat. But looking around, it shows about as well as 2008 does everywhere you look. And you look at the condition of the storage and the head and the engine room, you can tell he's just a very, very, detail-oriented owner. And this boat totally presents that way. In terms of opportunities for the new owner to improve this boat, looking around, I really don't see anything that jumps out at me. It really, really presents very well. I would probably put a small GPS unit, like a newer Garmin unit, on the boat. This is a little bit of an older Garmin. I think it could use that. And the covers, he keeps it with the bow cover and a cockpit cover on the boat in a covered high and dry. The covers are doing the job, but they're starting to show age. So I think the new owner should be prepared in the next, say, year to replace the covers. But other than that, I mean, for a 2008 boat, this boat is just ready for the water. Just really a great big Bowrider from a premium builder.